Good morning, peoples. Are you gonna hop up on the chair so you can steal it from me? Coffee time. And then special beverage time. Hi, kitten. Good morning. Good morning, kitten. Probably should turn this on. Does seem to make a difference. The lighting's better, like if I do it over here. Oh, hell yeah! Well, sort of. We'll see. Guess it does look good there. I don't know about this. It's so dark. Hi, I'm trying to figure out my lighting. Like it's so dark right here, but if I put it somewhere else, it doesn't look good. I don't know. This is like my first week still doing this. I mean, I can't say it's like my first live anymore. This was like my 5th or 6th one. But it's my first week, and I'm just trying to keep on top of my life. Hello, Bubble Pup. Hello, Erica. Good morning. How goes it? How is this day for you? Hi, peoples. Coffee, 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 coffee is so everything. That being said, I only drink one a day. Hey, peoples. Yep, I was on my phone about 10 minutes ago, and I was just scrolling TikTok, and I was like, this is why I do the lives. Because I can't scroll TikTok, I can't play my stupid phone games, I can't do all the other stuff if I'm live. So people are like, how do you get stuff done this way? I can't use my phone. Coffee ice cube time. Anyone else rocking the asthma gang with me? Give a shout out if you have asthma. What's your inhaler of choice? Okay, coffee done. No asthmatics out there? I'm the only one? Damn. Hey, I can keep it interesting for you folks then. I can be all easy. I promise I actually haven't even taken my meds yet. That's part of the reason I am the way I am. But they're right here. My morning meds. I just have to take them. It's funny. You take the thing that's basic Adderall for ADHD. You'd think, wow, that person must be even more energetic afterwards. No. I am calmer, believe it or not. Right, what was I doing? Right, coffee. Well, putting it away anyway. Oh, kitten. Fine. I've made the coffee, so at least I can properly worship you for a minute or two. I have big cat wants big attention. Well, sip of coffee. Okay. See, I have this big kitty right here who really wants attention every morning. So, every morning, I end up spending some time on the ground with him. If he really, really wants my attention, he'll do a belly flop. So I can do this. I want tummy time. And right now you can't really see it, but he's on. And I call this tummy time because I get to have his tummy. Hi, baby. And he just looks around at the ceiling. He's so cute, thank you. I love him so much. He won't tolerate it for forever, but as long as he's getting some scritches. He gets like prime head scritches this way, so he loves that. Are we good? Are we done with tummy time? You're not like forcing the rule. Hi. Slow blinkies. What? Okay, I think now we're done with tummy time. So, he is 3 years old. He just turned 3 in July. I've had him since he was 12 weeks old. Yeah, he's just... Hi, Socks. Hi, Bubba. That's Socks. That's my other cat. They both usually come over, but he's just a little bit more reserved. We had a big cuddle session on the bed earlier when I woke up, so they like to get their attention in different ways. They're different cats. They have different personalities. So I'm going to treat them differently. Just like if you have 2 kids, they're different kids. They have different personalities. You have to engage with them differently. What works for one won't work for the other. Oh, wee good baby. Let me see if I can give you guys a better picture because he's so cute. He really is. I just need it tilted down. I love that he's so huge. He's like 28 pounds. And I can just like fully engulf myself around him, crush my body back into my soul. So, big baby. What, you wanna go fuck with Socks? I see that look on your face. He's eyeballing Socks right now. Socks is at the water fountain in the living room, and he's eyeballing him. Like, how much do I want scritches versus how much do I want to go fuck with Socks? Like a little brother is wont to do. Good morning, Kenneth. I saw you popped on. Hi, peoples. He would just let me stay here all day. He really would. Hi, peoples. I feel like everyone joins for the cats. I don't know why that happens, but thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. I need a new angle. My back is starting to hurt. My manufacturer warranty expired at 26. That was 6 years ago. I'm 32. Manufacturer warranty expired, and now I didn't take that. You know, I thought that call they kept giving us on the phone was a scam about that extended warranty. I should have signed up for it. Just getting ready, cuddling the cat. I did my coffee a minute ago. I need to move. I love that cat, but oh my god, my back is killing me. My back already hurt. I slept funny. I always sleep funny. Here we go. Like I said, this cat is just so chill. He will just do... Alright, I think he's done now. Kitten, you want to look in the camera? So, his name is Zeke, for those who are wondering. Am I gonna be one of those people that, like, my cats are what make it, like, people are like, yeah, you're cool and whatnot, but, like, cats. And it's like, I know they're really cute. I love my cats. No. Usually what it is he wants my attention, and he knows the phone gets my attention. And so he'll be like, well, this thing gets your attention, so... Yeah. I love my cats too, so half the reason I stop whatever I'm doing is because my cats are like, we want attention. Now you'll see this guy more than you'll see the other one, because he's much more, although I mean, are you done with the camera, sweetie? What's going on? I'm cool without the co-hosting people. Thank you though. See, he's just always kind of like, here. You just popped up. My son said we have to watch it for the cat. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Again, especially like when I'm doing stuff in the morning and like up and about, he's like, he knows I'm doing stuff, so he'll always ask for attention. He'll like come stop by and like headbutt me and stuff. I have like a chair set up so that I can sit for doing my coffee and whatnot, and he'll like hop up on the chair, so he's almost always on my streams in the morning for at least a little bit. He just wants so much attention. He's a huge cat. I love him dearly, so let's see if I can get like his face is so cute. He's so cute. He really is. He knows it. But like, he doesn't want to, I think he doesn't want to be on camera right now, because he keeps walking away from it. This one. He's 28 pounds. If I meet a cat that is bigger than this, like, I don't think that's a good thing. No, he's just, yes, he's a little chunky, but mostly he's just fucking huge. Like, there's a video on my page that has me, like, it's the cover photo. I'm holding him out. I don't want to do it right now because I don't want to fuck with him. But you can see on that video, like, how huge he is. He's like, Dad had to be a Maine Coon. He was 4 pounds when I brought him home. But yeah. Hello, Melinda. That was right. You said your name was Melinda. Hello. I'm trying to look at the comments, but like, I'm kind of also paying attention to the cat. So anyway, but like, you see how I'm petting him, and like, so like, watch. If I like stop petting him for a minute, I'll like do his thing, but sooner or later he will be like, why aren't you petting me? Just need to give it a minute. As long as I have to like pretend. His name is Zeke. Z-E-K-E, but I also goes by Kitten. Let's see. We're close, I think. He's like looking around. He's like, I've given him too much attention right now, so like he's good without it for a little bit. Yeah, you'll hear me refer to him as Kitten mostly, because that's I love cats too. I have 2. I don't know where the other one is. He's probably taking a nap. My other cat is 9. Does the other one not like to be rubbed and loved on? He does. He just prefers things to be much calmer. So we had like a 30-minute lovey-dovey session before I got up. Like he was in my bed and like he was just like curled up right next to me and he was just all over me. But when I'm like running around doing stuff, he just prefers to go take a nap. Like, let's see if we can go find the other one. It shouldn't be too hard. They have like a couple napping spots. I know, such a flattering angle I'm showing of myself. Okay, no, he's not in a napping spot. I'll show you where he is. He's right here because he wants me to turn on his laser pointer and I have to kind of reset. This is their favorite toy. All this paper. It sounds weird, I know, but it is. And it's free. And cats are trash babies, so there he is. He has a little garter belt. And he is half the size of my other cat. So yeah, so that automatic laser pointer that goes, and then this field of paper. That is like their favorite toy. They're so sweet, both of them. But see how he's close by? He's always close by. He's just not like directly next to me because I'm walking around and stuff. But he's like always underfoot. You will hear me go, cat, very often. And that is usually because I will turn around, not realize he has literally stepped right behind me. And then I have to kind of like half trip, hop over him. Because he's big, but I don't really want to have the vet bill of me accidentally crushing something. I'm pretty sure he already has hip dysplasia because he's so big. His hips have a hard time supporting him. He's also not fully finished grown, apparently. Maine Coons keep growing until they're like 5, apparently. And if you look at his body, it looks like he's like grown in until like 80%. But his shoulders and his head haven't caught up to his body, which is what makes him look chunky. Yeah, a big baby. Just a big baby. I'm just a baby. And he takes that literally. If you ever hear his meow, it's like a high-pitched trill of a kitten meow. So I do have stuff I need to get done today. Not that I really want to get any of it done, so this isn't terrible. Are you gonna go play with the... Did you guys just hear the... I wonder if I can catch it on camera. He gets really skittish. If I move too quickly, like he might stop doing it. But I want to see if I can get it on camera because it's so cute. I don't want to mirror my video. Okay, flip my camera. Where is he? I heard him. Weird. Okay, there he is. I can't really see it very well, but he's like right there in that little cubby hole. See if I can get him to do it. Oh. Your pains? I don't understand what you mean. I have to be quiet because I don't want to like spook him. He's already kind of caught on. My head? That is a very relative term. What exactly are you asking about my head? Because I've got a lot of shit going on up there and I'm do a lot, and sane is a relative term, so you know. Oh, Zeke decided to fuck with him. Like, how does my head feel? Like, is it hurting? Do you think I have a hangover or something? I haven't drunk alcohol in like a while. Hi, baby. Oh, that's not nice. I don't like to ban people for stuff because I think any word in the English language can have meaning, but and be used appropriately in a sentence. But see, I told you guys. But that wasn't a nice question. Please don't ask those types of questions. Mainly because it makes other people uncomfortable on here, and I want people to feel comfortable on here. Of course, now he comes back to doing the cute thing as soon as I flip the camera, the other one. Let me see if I can flip it. Well, Zeke is about to go over there and fuck with him anyway. I don't even know what you look like, dude. Besides, I need a lot for, well, the biggest thing is I need to be really, really good friends with whoever I date. So, I don't even know you. Thank you for the loves and the likes. Well, you don't even have a picture, and also you started off this conversation right off the bat about asking about heads, so I'm sorry, dude, but you're kind of disqualified. That was so rude, and rudeness is like a huge pet peeve of mine. Like, in my opinion, there's never any reason to be rude. Like, literally. Even if you are in a shitty situation, like, there's still no reason to be rude. I'm sorry. On my cat, like, from picturing my cats, that's... Alright, I'm gonna mute you. You're being very rude, and you're not making, mute, entire life. I don't like what you're saying. You're being very rude. You're being rude to the other people on this call. And, yeah. I don't like it. I won't block you, but I'm not gonna let you add comments, even if technically it's engagement or whatever. It's not cool to the other people on here. That's not the point of this. I'm not doing this for likes or followers. I'm doing this, one, because I want to feel a little less alone, and two, I want to get shit done. And I have been showing off the cats for a while now, but they're kind of just doing their thing. So, I swear he just gave me a look when I said that. He just gave me a look like, because I was about to be like, I'm gonna go do my other shit, and like, it's like he knows I'm about to go focus on other stuff, and he's like, excuse me, no, you have to give me undivided attention, even if it's just looking at me. This one is so smart, like, too smart for his own good. Like, Maine Coons are supposed to be really fucking smart, and he's I love him. He's a shitster. And I've always had a soft spot for shitsters growing up. Like, when I was like a youth leader and stuff, and like, I was in Scouts in Germany for like, for 8 years, and during that time, at one point, I was like a scout, and I always had a thing for, I don't know why, it was always the little boys who were like shitsters, who like, they just like to cause trouble, and they were super easy to deal with once you knew how to deal with them, like, just like he is. So, oh, I'm bipolar too. That's, so, same. That's why I say, like, during the day when I'm, like, not doing stuff, they kind of do their own thing. But so since I've been doing the lives, I swear my cats have been so much more, like, loving, and their personalities have been coming out through so more, especially my tuxedo cat. So sweet, both of them. But yeah, I'm bipolar too, so are you bipolar 2 or 1? Out of curiosity, if you feel comfortable sharing that. They are, honestly, here's the thing. 1, they give me so much in terms of love and like other things. I'm 1, so the mixed episodes are what kill me, is when I'm manic and depressed at the same time. Cause like, you're literally in bed just like, I can't do anything. But at the same time, your brain is like ADHD going times 10, like, you should be doing stuff, we need to be doing stuff. And you just feel like your entire body is full of electricity, but you have 0 energy to do anything. It is so... Yeah, and ADHD, bipolar, autism, and CPTSD, yay trauma! Oppa Gangnam Style, Oppa Gangnam Style. I don't know why I have that stuck in my head. But as far as spoiled goes, like, I like buy my cats good quality food because I want them to have good nutrition. Well, let's put it this way, girlie. If we didn't have CPTSD, there's a good chance we wouldn't be bipolar, is the way I look at it. Because I think, I haven't been officially diagnosed either, but I have enough mental health professionals that are like, yeah, we probably think you have it. And then also with the new current administration saying things like, we're going to start an autism registry that's feeling very World War II-y. I'm maybe not going to get diagnosed with that. Besides, there's not like, I'm already diagnosed with ADHD and bipolar. Autism doesn't get you really anything that those things don't, in my opinion. I will say people probably accommodate more for autism, but they also infantilize you a lot because of it, I've realized. Say, I'm wearing earplugs. So, yeah, and then, but just quick note on the cats, like, they don't get a lot. They get a lot of love and attention, which is what you should be giving cats if you're spoiling them. Yeah, again, I highly recommend, earplugs. They are, yeah, they are my lifesaver. I have very, 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 very sensitive hearing. I'm also sensitive to light. I have a lot of lights on right now because of the stream. But, special elixir time. I'm due. I don't think of it as a personality. I think of it as different facets of my being, because I am so multifaceted and I like so many different things and so many different interests. And depending on what task I'm doing, it's a different part of me that's coming out. And so if I'm engaging in a task with a friend, like for example, I have friends that I really like to go hike. Well, I don't have any friends right now, but I used to have friends that I really like to go hiking with. And I'm very animated and upbeat when I'm like going hiking because I'm moving around. But I had friends that I like to talk philosophy with, and we would sit on the couch and we would smoke weed and we would talk philosophy and I'd be much calmer. I had friends that I like to go to museums with, and it's not that any of it, it's even like here, I'm a slightly different person on this stream than I am by myself. I love that. That's part of the reason I'm doing this. I want to meet people. I like engaging with you guys a lot. I feel like I do a lot better when I have someone to riff off of. I'm definitely like always looking for good people. I've been very hesitant, less so with the app because there's a certain amount of distance involved and less ability to fuck up my life. Because again, with bipolar, I'm gonna use my inhaler real quick because my throat is tickling. That inhaler is empty. I need to get a new inhaler. New inhaler. I have like, when I get a new inhaler, if I'm still using the old one, I just put it in like my log. And then that way I don't run out. Okay, no worries. I I'm also starting to post my lives to YouTube, just like the full lives, because they're long, and I was just like, figure why not. So if you're ever interested in those, I've only uploaded yesterday, so I'm gonna try to do more. So if you're ever interested in like what I'm, or like if you feel like you maybe missed something and you had to drop, like if you want to, my like link, my stuff is like in my bio, like my link tree and whatnot. I'm not really gonna ever try to like push. I do make notebooks. I do have kind of like a thing that I'm doing, but that's not the point of these lives. And I also really hate when I feel like someone's pressuring me into something. So it's more like, here's this thing. If you guys are interested, like you can go take a look at it, but I'm really gonna try hard not to like push it onto you guys. So I'll drop it here and there because I know some people are on at different times, but I'm gonna try not to be obnoxious about pushing it. Okay, I'm gonna go throw this in the recycling and the trash. Because if you clean up as you go, thanks. If you clean up as you go, I'm from Rhode Island, so I'm from the East Coast. And I was just about to say, if you clean up as you go, hi baby, baby. If you clean up as you go, the mess doesn't accumulate quite as much. Where are you from, my dear? Oh, Chicago! How long have you been diagnosed with ADHD? So I got diagnosed as a kid, but then my dad took me to a specialist and they were like, no, she doesn't have ADHD. And then I went, so I was like 8, and then 26 or 25, I started hanging around with these friends and they had ADHD, and they were like, oh my God, Reilly, you are so textbook ADHD. Stop explaining ADHD. Because I would just explain my life, and they're like, Reilly, I know what it's like to have ADHD. You don't need to explain it to me. I'm like, what are you talking about? And so I finally got diagnosed. And then after I got diagnosed with ADHD, I got diagnosed with a bipolar rule out, meaning they didn't think I have ADHD. They were like, it sounds like you could have bipolar. We're not sure or not. And then 6 months later, I had a manic episode, and I mean a big one. Delusions of grandeur were a thing. Here's the thing. People are like, oh, mania must be so cool, because like, yeah. But, well, because also women are naturally taught to like have to suppress those traits. And we become very friendly, like sociable. It just, we mask better. We internalize our hyperactivity a lot. But I forgot where I was going with the bipolar aspect of things. Oh yeah, I'm afraid with the mania because like at a certain point you literally lose touch with reality with mania. Like the reason why I'm so careful about letting people into my life is my reality is literally like, it is fragile. I had so many people gaslight me my entire life as a child. I've literally as an adult would talk to my dad about stuff and he would be like, I don't remember that, and it was from like 2 months ago, and I was like, I was there, Dad. Like, it happens. Like, I wasn't drunk, wasn't anything. It happened. He's like, I don't remember that. So now I'm thinking back to my childhood, to the amount of time I probably said something, and my dad was like, I don't remember that. And if you constantly are being told, I don't remember that, and that your way of remembering things is wrong, you will doubt your own reality. And that's when your reality starts to split, and that's when you get things like borderline personality disorder. That's when you get things like schizophrenia. That's when you get things like bipolar. Appreciate that. I do so much. I tell people like I'm bipolar. I give them as much warning and prep, and I do so much to manage it, like my sleep, my health, my medications, my supplements, my exercise, my diet, although I'm not that great with my diet, and I do so much, but all it takes is like, 3 or 4 circumstances compiling on top of each other, and like, I hate the summer. Summer makes me really manic because of all the light and the heat and everything. And like, so, if you're not already doing this, one thing that I found super useful for my bipolar and ADHD is actually really starting to track. I don't love the winter, but like I said, I'm afraid of the mania. The depression is like an implosion. the mania is like an explosion. Like, I literally will lose touch with reality. I will literally start having delusions of grandeur. And also, here's the thing. I am very talented. I'm very capable. I can do a lot of things. You know, when you're up with bipolar, like, you are super fucking capable. So there's this line between where is it just being, I have a good opinion about myself, I'm actually standing up for myself, and then the next line being, you know, where am I standing up for myself, and then where am I now overestimating my capabilities? Where am I now getting like, this is you're, and when you're in that headspace, because you've had so many people so long telling you, like, you're not talented, you're not capable, you are ugly, you are lazy. I literally, like, this phrase, fat, lazy, ugly cow, is ingrained in my head from my adolescence. I know I'm overthinking. But here's the thing. I'm good right now. But when I say, okay, let me put it this way. My manic episode that got me diagnosed, I was on a Zoom call with HR, Teams call with HR, and I ended the call saying, I could have been the next Paula Brunetti, which was the executive assistant to the CEO at the time, because I was an executive assistant, potentially. But here's the thing also, like, I get caught in rumination, so, like, I remember very distinctly at one point saying, where is the line between feeling your feelings and wallowing in your feelings? Because there is a line. And, like, very often, I had this conversation with my therapist, actually literally yesterday, and she was like, why do you have to think so hard about the things that are triggering you, that are overstimulating you, all this and that? And I say, because when I'm in the moment, I did a live stream for like 5 hours, and then after it, I was completely crashed. Because during the live stream, I felt good, I was happy, I was engaging, and I was disconnected from the physical sensations in my body because I'm all up here. So, like, right now I'm sitting, because standing is partially what took it out of me, because I have POTS. I'm wearing my earplugs and making sure my music is like the right music, so that way I don't get overstimulated. Because if I think about those things, she's like, well, why can't you just feel those things in the moment? And I'm like, because by the time I realize, it's too late. By the time I realized what's happened, it is too late. I have already missed the boat. I am now out for commission. So, yes, there's a line of, I don't need to be overthinking as much. And also, I'm explaining to you my thoughts right now, so it's not quite the same. No, the second the live stops, I just completely, if I don't manage my time well, like, I usually try to cut these off at an hour and a half to 2 hours, because if I don't manage my time well, afterwards I will be able to get nothing done because I'm so tired. And it's not that the delusion hits, it's that the fatigue hits. No. Delusions of grandeur start happening when my sleep goes out the window, because I'm not getting any sleep. And remember that what I just told you, that was I was undiagnosed. I was unmedicated when that happened. That was like the big one. And actually, I literally saw my life circling the drain when that happened. And I kind of say it was like a blessing in disguise, kind of. That's fine. I don't take anything personally. I just, I assume, you know, words are hard. I say stuff all the time that people accidentally get insulted by, like, and I'm a huge, big person on intent. So I think we might have lost everyone else, but that's fine. For me anyway. But like the biggest things for me is exercise and sleep. I take medication to sleep, and I also smoke weed to sleep. I smoke weed just all day, every day to the way I see it is, my life is run on chemicals up here. And as long as I just do some chemistry, so I have a big ass spreadsheet with all my supplements, like, what I was trying to recommend you is, like, get in touch with your phases of your menstrual cycle, and also, like, look into some supplements to support your menstrual cycle. So, like, for example, the week before your period, your meds, like, don't work as well. Have fun at your haircut appointment. I hope it looks amazing. Bye now. Hello, Kelsey Patterson. How goes it? Oh, you do hair. Oh, cool. Well, good luck at your appointment. And I'll have to check out your page if you ever post. I'm gonna stand for this. I have to get my special elixirs done. So this is the special elixir concentrate that I make. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Oh, oh, oh. Shake it out, shake it out. Oh. It's hard to dance with the devil on your back, so shake 'em off. Oh, oh. I am done with. I lost people with my singing. Oh well. Hi, hello, Miss Sun Girl. How goes the day? Hi, peoples. Well, like I said, I'm doing this to get stuff done. And then I can maybe meet people. Yeah! Alright, well, if no one's listening, I'm gonna go grab my phone and change the music, because now I've got Florence and the Machine stuck in my head. Hello, Kay. What? I gotta go turn on the cat toy. Your darkest moments, I can say no way, I can say no way. These ghouls come out to play. Every demon wants his pound of flesh, but I like to keep some things to myself. I like to keep my issues strong. It's always darkest before the dawn. I've been a fool and I've been blind. I can never leave my past behind. I can say no way, I can say no way. I'm always dragging that horse around. All of his questions, such a mournful sound. Tonight I'm gonna bury that horse in the ground. 'Cause I like to keep my issues strong. It's always darkest before the. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Oh, whoa. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Oh, oh, and it's hard to dance with the devil on your back, so shake 'em off. Oh, oh. I am done with my graceless heart, so tonight I'm gonna cut it out and then restart. I like to keep my issues strong. It's always darkest before the dawn. Shake it out, shake it out, oh, whoa. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, oh, whoa. And it's hard to dance with the devil on your back, so shake 'em off, oh. Hard to dance with the devil on your back. And if I had a chance, would I take any of it back? Find romance that's left me so undone. It's always darkness before the dawn. Whoa. Whoa. Damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. So I'm drinking in the park at the end of my road. And I'm ready to struggle and I'm ready to hurt. Shot in the dark and right at my throat. So looking for heaven, shut the hell on me. Looking for heaven, found the devil in me. So what am I gonna take? I'm gonna let it happen to me. so shake them off. Ooh, ah, sugar sticks. Oh, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Ooh, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Ooh, and it's hard to dance with the devil on your back, so shake them out. Ooh, ooh, interesting. Alright. I'm gonna go into this. Oh god, no, I'm not jumping in right there. No, I don't want to listen to this song. Oh, hell yeah, this is a vibe. No. What's the pie today? Deep shit blueberry bacon. Deep shit. Dish. Deep dish. Sorry, Carol. The day starts like the rest we've seen. Another carbon copy of an old routine. Days keep coming, one out, one in, they keep coming. Make that coffee strong enough to chew. I don't know what I wish I have it. I have, I am. They'll be saying, I have 2 cats. Always open and up, letting the day in. Over a cup, we'll say hello. How you been? Looking around, seeing the same things every day brings. It's from the musical Waitress. It's like a mix of people. Come again, some things never change. I wouldn't call this place a happy end, but I've been around the block and just came back again. A small town like ours ain't much, but sometimes home is where your ass is. Order up is how the day will find me. Everything in its place and time, and I like the way most of the days look exactly the same. Order up, check the clock, tick, tick, tock. Don't stop, serve with a smile. Hurry up, fill the cup, and then in a while, take a breath when you need to be reminded that with days like these, we can only do the best we can till we do it again. This is my special elixir that keeps me alive. It's a combination of a lot of things. Peach tea. It's a combination of things, but protein shake, supplements, smoothie. Things never change. Sorry, I can't resist the end. This is my singing playlist, so these are all the songs that I like listen to that I like to sing. Oh. I hardly think I'm qualified to come across all sanctified. I just don't cut it with the cherubim. What are you talking about? There again, they're on their knees. Being worshipped is a breeze. It rather suits us in the interim, the interim, the interim. It's me and them. Oh my God, it's tough to be a god. Tread where mortals have not trod. Be deified when really you're a sham. Be an object of devotion. Be the subject of song. It's a rather touch. Oh, thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna go put on an actual shirt. Do they say that I did musical theater twice, like a couple years ago, and as an ensemble. So, yeah, I know, but I'm not gonna remember, so I'm gonna go put on a bra and a shirt. But being sacrificed or stuffed up to point, that's very good thinking. So, let's be gods, the perks are great. El Dorado on a plate. Local feeling should not be rebuffed. Never rebuff the local feeling. Oh my God, it's tough to be a god. If you get the people's nod, count your blessings, keep them sweet, that's our advice. Great advice. Be a symbol of perfection, be a legend, be a cult. Take the praise, take the collection, as the multitude takes salt. Dawn a supernatural habit. We'd be crazy not to grab it, you got it! So sign up to New Gods for Paradise. Paradise. That was a weird one. My voice is a little shitty right now. So, like I'm a little stuffy, so if you ever hear me like wobble a note, that's why. So. But to those who were asking earlier, oh fuck, this song hits me. Straight hair, straight A, straight forward, straight path. I don't cut corners, I make a point to be on time. Head up the student council, I don't black out at parties. I jam to Paul McCartney. If you ask me how I'm doing, nothing, well, I'm just adding the water and then I'm done with my special elixir. And spoil me rotten open. And I put on a shirt. See? Need iced coffee to function. Little fox. By my locker, my heart gives a flutter, but I don't dare utter a word. But that mere absurd behavior for Little Miss Perfect. La 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 love you to Lisser? Lissur? I don't understand. There's something you don't even know. Straight hair, straight A's, straight forward, straight path. Little Miss Perfect, that's me. One night, my friends stayed over. We laughed and drank and ordered something about me to read. Oh, I am making, I call this my special elixir that keeps me alive. So, it's a mixture of, I boil a cherry tea. I add a whole bunch of like vitamins and supplements to it. I then add, it's a combination of that, peach mango smoothie and, peach mango protein shake and mango smoothie. And then I add water to dilute. And then I make this like once a week and it keeps me alive. That's what I know. I see her face in my window. Ah! And my brain starts to go, na 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 na. You can't risk falling off your throne. La 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 la. Love is something you don't even know. La 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 la. You can't risk falling off your throne. La 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 la. I'm not gonna do that to you guys. Don't even know. Rewind and amnesia. Deny the truth. I do too. So I have like every morning. So like I put collagen and tryptophan in my coffee. That adds 15 grams of protein. After this, I'm going to be making myself a protein shake, and then I add, in addition to my special elixir and others, that's 45 grams of protein that I get right off the bat. I had the gastric bypass 7 years ago, so I have to be really careful and monitor like the amount of protein I consume, and also autism, so I have sensory issues, also POTS, so like I get like if I drink just water with nothing in it, because like it's so stripped of all the vitamins and minerals, it actually makes me dehydrated and actually makes me nauseous. So that's why I kind of developed all this. I started making this when I went hiking to help with my blood sugar and keeping my my levels stable during the day. But I'm gonna turn down this radio now a little bit since I'm not singing. Anyway, but yes, I started doing that so like when I would go hiking, because I wouldn't eat when I'm hiking, but honestly, I don't eat during the day either. I like eat at night, so kind of like a sort of intermittent fasting. Not like intentionally, but so I just do this to make sure that, because like I'll hit 5. Let me put it this way. A car needs gas to run. A Reilly needs protein and fuel and energy to run, because she uses a lot. But I'm also standing right now because I'm doing the special elixir. If you guys are ever interested, I have this as a PDF that I created with ChatGPT because I wanted to know like the ratios of everything. But like I add protein shake to it, but like this is the protein shake I use. It's called Proti Diet Peach Mango. It's not the cheapest. Like a box of 7 of these costs $13.99. But I cannot stand the texture of any other protein shakes, and I got tired of throwing them away. And guess what? When you buy something and you actually use it, it's still less expensive than buying something cheaper and throwing it away. And this is a non-negotiable in my life because I need to run, and this is what keeps me running. So but if you guys are ever interested, I did create a PDF of like my special elixir that I can share with you guys. I think I need to tweak it a bit because I've like updated it a bit. I have like liquid IV on there, and I don't use that anymore. I use this because this is easier because it's a tub, and it's cheaper because it's not a brand name. And I just use it to get some electrolytes in there and some flavoring. So, you never let me down on night, but when I hit the bottom, though you didn't let me drown. Ooh. I've got all these demons hiding underneath. Nobody can see them, nobody but me, and you're the reason, the only thing that keeps diving off the deep. Because I've got all these demons, 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 ooh. I've got all these demons, 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 ooh. Okay, so I've now gotten, I mean, I don't gain weight with this. If anything, I use this to kind of like help manage, because if I don't do this, I eat a lot of candy. And I started doing this because I had the gastric bypass. So like, was trying to lose weight. I was 265 pounds. Now I'm 165. I'm like maybe 5 pounds more than I want to be. I want to be like around 160. That's when I feel the happy, like 155 to 160 is where I feel the best. Like my joints feel like they have the best support, because like I don't want to go too little. I want to have some fat, because like otherwise my joints like don't like it. But any extra weight really puts pressure on them. So it's like this very, very small window where I feel like I feel good. And it is definitely over the BMI. Like, BMI is so freaking bullshit. You now charge for body doubling. Well, if I charge, then I'm gonna get sad if people aren't joining me. And then I'm not gonna get people, and part of why I like this is I like the engagement, and maybe at some point I'll get money off of this, but this isn't for money right now, or likes or follows. Love receiving any of it. I appreciate it, but charging for body doubling feels, I'm getting a benefit out of this too. That being said, if y'all want to check out like my link tree and shit, go for it, but I'm really gonna try hard not to push it. Please elaborate on how you would get said gorilla to be your friend.
Is it Harambe? Is it too soon? So I'm just putting these in the fridge now because I finished doing them. So I usually make 6, but I made like 1 last night because I couldn't get them. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I made one a while back. I've just been slowly kind of doing stuff here and there to, I don't know, I'll get an idea and I'm like, okay, well, this could maybe be something. Let me just put this out there because I make it once and it just sits there. But like, my goal is with everything that I do is to make it like a compounding thing where like I can do it once and then build up on it. Yeah, please go check it out. But I'm just, every single day, I'm just kind of trying to do the next best thing. Okay, so the next best thing right now would be going to refill my protein shake little storage thing that I have, because I have a bulk store. I also just bought like 19 more boxes of it yesterday because they sent a 12% off coupon, and that's the best I can usually get it. So I buy it in bulk, and then when it like gets low, I replace, because I wait. And this way, when I buy it in bulk, I can always buy it with like a 12% off coupon. No, none of my stuff is spicy. That's not the point of any of this. I've thought about doing spicy, but 1, my skin looks like shit right now, so I don't really have the self-confidence. 2, it's the summer, so I haven't had as much energy, so I haven't, like, it's this weird thing. I have less energy and more energy at the same time. So, like, I'm a little self-conscious. Like, I have a little bit of a belly here. A lot of this is loose skin, but, like, I'm a little self-conscious about it. Also, like, I'm trying to also potentially build like a real brand, and adding a spicy brand could potentially make it. But I've like also thought like being like a findom or something could potentially be interesting. But like I'm one person, and all of these things take time, money, effort to set up. And so right now I'm just kind of doing a little bit of everything and just slowly trying to build something, and maybe one day I'll get somewhere. I'm gonna throw this in the trash because like I was mopping up the water. It's morning in America. Oh, it's morning in America. All right. Protein shakes. See, thank God I ordered more. These are my last 2 boxes that I have, and I go through like 1 or 2 of these a week. Everyone knows the best spices, high quality beef tacos with the right amount of hot sauce. So I'm never gonna shame anyone on here. Like, that's not the point of this. If anyone feels the need to like say stuff, like at most what I might do is mute someone if they're making other people uncomfortable. But I don't really, like, I'm gonna get mad at everyone who asks that. It's TikTok. If I'm live, the probability that I'm a girl on a live stream, the probability that I have spicy content is not outside of the realm of like possibility. It's a very real like thing that could exist. So why would I shame you for that? I feel that's stupid. So thank you for the follows. Putting these away. And all the town was talking, our secretly out of control, and everyone knows, oh, it's morning in America. Here's the thing. My goal is to, hi, how was your hair appointment? And as for, what was your name? Goldensky. As for you, yeah, no, my goal is not to shame anyone. My goal is to make this like a judgment-free zone. I am someone who constantly, like, is saying stuff with good intent, and like other people will misunderstand it and all of a sudden be insulting. You did hair too? Was it? They had to be guy haircuts. There's no way that was a woman haircut. If that long. Nuh-uh. Thank you, Zach, for following. But yeah, no, my goal is just to. I am weird. I've had a weird life. Like, that's not me being like, I'm different, I'm unique, I'm special. When you get called the most interesting person a person has ever met, it stops becoming a compliment after a while. Right, but like, I know women's haircuts. There is no way you could do this, 2 of these in 30 minutes. No, just it's physically impossible. Wash and cut alone. Like washing and blow drying alone. I know. See, hey, it would be more than 10. Washing alone is like 5, and then you have another 5 for blow drying. So giving yourself at least 10 for cutting means you have at least a 20-minute, at the bare minimum, a 20-minute appointment for a woman. Bare minimum. And that's only if she wants a cut and nothing else. Nothing. And that's if she knows exactly what she wants when she comes in and she doesn't have to do a consultation with you. Oh, well, I don't know. I only got a haircut every 4 months because, like, overstimulated. I'm gonna put my earplugs back in and I'm gonna sit for a hot second. Well, I used to get highlights. You can kind of, because like, but it was just taking too long. I was getting overstimulated. Like, you can kind of see, like, this right here is like a remaining highlight, but this is my natural color. It's like this kind of, in the sun it has like red highlights because I'm Irish. Okay, I'm gonna go over to my desk because, like, I'm really tired now because I stood for all that, and I'm also very bright, very tired. Because that's not the point of why I'm on here. Also, look at my apartment. It's pretty clean. That's not why I'm on here. Really? That's cool? I don't actually ever clean on this. Like, when I need to clean, I clean. Or actually, I clean, like, the dishes in the sink sometimes. But I just did one of the most important things, which is I made my special elixir, which keeps me alive. If I don't have that, everything else crumbles. It's a foundation. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not trying to shame you. Sorry. I personally felt a little attacked with what you said. That was not your intention, I'm sure. I felt that way because ADHD, we have rejection sensitivity. So I was just like, oh, what do you mean? I'm doing stuff. I'm getting stuff done. So sorry, that wasn't my intent. But yeah, no, that's not what this live's for. Sometimes, but it's yeah. So right now I made my coffee. I'm gonna make my regular protein shake for this, and then I made my special elixir, and then I'm gonna go start on my accomplished today list because I love my accomplished today list. I need to just add it to my link tree at this point. I made a PDF. It's yes and no. I have a love-hate relationship with school. I love learning, but Alright, what's in the elixir? Well, this, peach mango, and then I make body doubling is when I use someone else to hold me accountable, because otherwise I wouldn't. Also, like, I'm addicted to mobile phone games, and also, I'm also addicted to, like, scrolling on TikTok, and I literally found myself scrolling on TikTok, and then I was like, well, if I'm gonna be scrolling on TikTok, I might as well just be doing the live, because even if I get stuff done more slowly, right? Well, like I said, I use this to kind of like, if this is open, I can't use my phone. Yeah, that's kind of, exactly. So like, that's my whole point, and my hope is like, if, like, I've gotten more done than I would have without it. It's definitely slower than like, if there was a day where I could get it done without it, I would get it done much faster, but I'm getting it done, period. And I've been saying to people, like, I really hope that my goal, like, I would love if this could be mutually beneficial where other people. I'm on TikTok for now because I've literally started doing this a week ago, but I did just recently, like yesterday, I uploaded my live stream from yesterday. And I'm going to try to start uploading like my full live streams, and then once TikTok does whatever it's doing on September 13th, I might move fully to YouTube. I haven't decided yet. I'm not trying to do everything perfectly. I'm just trying to do stuff because if I get caught up on trying to do things perfectly, I'm just going to get overwhelmed, and then I'm going to hit paralysis, and then nothing's going to get done. So, right. I'm going to throw this. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to throw this in the recycling because I try to clean up as I go. That's why I don't clean as much because I clean up as I go. I put stuff away as I go. So for example, I took this out of the oven a while ago because I was cooking something. And I'm gonna put it back in the oven. And yeah, so I just do lots of little things like that. So, and because I can do that, it's 2 seconds. I can do that, it's 2 seconds. And the thing we're gonna do now, that I don't wanna do, and it's almost noon, morning meds. See, they say number 19, today's the 19th. And take meds. Meds are important, people. Take your meds. I'm bipolar, and what's great is I had a panic episode that was so bad that my life nearly circled the drain, and now I am so scared to ever not take my meds. I know I've heard of all these people who are like bipolar and like, I want to go off my meds, and I'm like, you do? Because I am terrified of that reality. My life literally almost circled the drain. Like I didn't fuck up. I didn't fail the class, but I had to do a shit ton of extra credit work that semester to make up for it. I'm terrified of the mania, less so of the depression. Like the depression sucks, but like, and I'm afraid of the depression because my depression will trigger my mania if I'm depressed too long. But, all right. Let's make the protein shake and then we can move to the other area. So this is like my mania is so scary. Like people are like, oh, bipolar, that must be cool. Like you get those ups. And no, it's so scary. You think you're better. I don't think I'm better than anyone. I don't. I think we all have strengths and weaknesses. I think you can be a good person or a bad person. I think there are people like, there are all these different things, but I don't think I'm better than anyone. But when I'm manic, I do. I'm afraid every time I'm happy, I'm actually, oh my God, yes! I feel that. I feel that so hard. Really real. And for your ADHD, have you tried looking into other things that you can do to support it? Like, a lot of times I know that ADHD medication can deplete your magnesium levels, so it doesn't work as effectively. So if you add magnesium to your diet, it can help support that. I started taking a DIM supplement, which is for estrogen metabolism, because, for example, the week before your period, your ADHD meds don't work as well because your hormones are all fucked up. So, like, there's other stuff you can do to support it, because I wouldn't just blindly keep trying to raise it, because I have to take a pretty high dose, but I also have the gastric bypass, so I have to take it spread out. I take... yes, I know it's not this fun to be hyper aware, but I have a brain that is very big and very fast. And remember when I said I don't think I'm better than anyone else, but I objectively know I have a high IQ. Like, I objectively know that. That is not me just being like, oh, I'm smart. It's like, no. And, hi, Roswell. No, I know that the yin, and then, okay, and then you add, and IQ is processing power, how fast you process shit. And now add an ADHD, and add mania, and yeah, I'm this level of self-aware. What do you think? My therapist has a fucking field day with me. Oh, Shakira! What's today's episode? I don't know, but I'm gonna start uploading. I've been starting to upload my full live streams to YouTube, so they're long. But you can catch up on all the episodes there. I have no idea if anyone's gonna actually watch it, but like I was doing, like TikTok was giving me like these 1-minute lives, and like they always like take an excerpt of what do you do when you feel the opposite and are low energy, depressed. It depends what the reason for that low energy is. So, again, like right now I'm getting a little overstimulated and I can feel low energy. You should separate them into seasons. Well, considering they're all from this week, that might be a bit hard. But I'm gonna change the music right now. So for example, I'm a little overstimulated, so I'm gonna put on music that's gonna be a little bit probably more boring for you guys. No, I don't want to listen to this because like I'll like put on music like this that's a lot more relaxing to help me like downregulate. I turn off all the lights. Like a thought spiral or a sudden loss of joy. I analyze a lot. I analyze why am I feeling like this. I talk to ChatGPT a lot. I use it as like interactive journaling is how I consider it. So like I'll say stuff. Sam, is your name Bethany? Hi, Bethany. But like I'll examine it. I'll be like, okay, what is this? Where is this coming from? Because like for sometimes I realize like when I'm manic, I become obsessed with certain things sometimes. And I've realized that that's usually because I am not in control of a certain area of my life. And because I'm not in control of a certain area of life, I try to become super controlling over this area of my life, because if I can control this, then this thing is not going to freak me out as much. And that's not how this works. Usually what it is I have to figure out over here and I have to address this. But like I learned that that's an adaptive coping skill I used. Like anytime you have a quote unquote negative trait, it's usually an adaptive coping skill of some sort. Like if you overeat, anything, it's usually like your body's unhappy with something you're trying to escape. I try to escape. I have this brain. You think it's fun living with this? So you know, I want to escape all the time, and then I've stopped drinking alcohol for the most part just because my body doesn't feel good on it. Oh, I'm really glad to hear that. That makes me so happy. No. I didn't die. Someone was like, you have bipolar. They're like, okay, this is how my psychiatrist diagnosed me. You were extremely manic. Doctors don't use superlatives. And as for the OCD, no. In fact, I've had multiple like people tell me I'm not OCD. That the reason why I need to control my environment most of the time is because I'm overstimulated or I have physical disabilities. So if I can't control my environment, it will very, very literally have real physical consequences for me. If I'm overstimulated, I will literally get migraines to the point where I pass out. And it is terrible. I will get physically exhausted to the point where like I am sitting right now, but my back really hurts because I don't wear my back brace, but like I was standing earlier and I became really, really tired after that. No, I've asked myself, I'm like, am I OCD? And they're like, no, your need for control comes from, because OCD is like, from what I've understood, OCD is when the compulsions are like irrational. Like there's no real reason to have them. And I'm not saying, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. Thank you. Well, thank you for that compliment. But like, from what I understand with OCD, it's really it's the obsessive part of it where it's obsessive compulsive versus mine is really, I am shaping my environment to make sure that I don't get, it's not necessarily crazy. There is a reason, like something happened in your life to make that thing be that way. Like we're all an amalgamation of everything that's ever happened to us. But with mine, there's a very real reason. Like it is if I don't do these things, I will get a migraine. If I don't do these things, I will pass out. If I don't do these things, I will suffer for it. So there is reasoning behind it. It is not without warrant. Yeah, like I said, if you have ADHD and autism, for example, maybe your OCD is from that. Like, that's where mine comes from. I mean, I feel crazy. I didn't say I felt sane. I've always used the word sane-ish. Okay, put protein shake in here. I'm gonna go grab some water. I need to do the Brita food thing. I have like this thing that I have to like refill, and then I refill all my bunch of water bottles with it, like once a month. So I gotta do that later, but I don't want to do it right now. Because right now, oh, that's why I like switched the music, but I had it in a queue and it switched back to this other music. I guess that's funny. I guess that's fine. Okay. I love this thing. It's an electric whisk. Oh, no. What I was saying is I just always like to give, every time I say something is like, I say it from a place of this is information that you now have, this is information that you can now do with what you will, because like I have this person that I know who's BP, like, well, used to know, and she was BPD, and and I've asked multiple times if I have BPD, and I don't, but trauma can have a lot of overlap with that, and, one sec, I'm gonna change that, and trauma can have a lot of overlap with that, but the biggest difference between, like, people who have trauma and BPD is, like, people who have trauma, they own their mistakes, they take responsibility for it, versus people with BPD, it's always, like, someone else's fault. So, like, because I asked that too, because everything is so overlapping, but the thing is with BPD is, like, it's permanent, like, the idea is, like, you can't undo it, versus trauma, like, you can't heal from that. So I was it kind of saddened me that she was so locked into that mindset of being diagnosed BPD because of the fact that, like, it really meant that she could just give up and be like, I'm BPD, this is how I am, versus, like, if you approach it from this is trauma, BPD is literally because of trauma, so, but it's also an older diagnosis, and everything's changing, and they're constantly doing new research, and can you tell my brain goes zoom, zoom, zoom. My boom goes zoom, 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 zoom. My heart goes boom, boom, boom. Well, that just happened. So, anyway, sorry for the long tangent. I have done so much, like, mental health research on myself because my parents fucked me up good. So, while it's not my fault that I'm this way, it is my responsibility to take care of it, and not someone else's. Kitty, yes, there's a, oh, Bubba, there you are. So that's Bubba, well, aka Socks. You'll see cats on my live stream quite a bit, though today is their, like, it's out to here where they're usually, like, in their naps. Where is he? He's right there. There's Bubba. But yeah, I always say it's like having a council in my brain. Like, I feel like my brain is like a council. Well, his name is Socks, but I just started calling, like, I've had him like 7 years now, but I started calling him like Bubala at one point, even though I'm not Jewish or like Eastern European or anything. And then I started calling him, like, I was calling him Baby, and then I was calling him Bubala, and then Bubba and Bubs. So I did that. But yeah, so no, I always feel like I have, I always feel like I have like a council of people, like different Reillys up there, and they're all having a conversation, and the 8-year-old is in charge. She has the steering wheel, and everyone else is like, my childhood kitty's name was Marie. She was all white. Oh look, there's other kitty. I don't know if you can see him. That's Zeke. I do. If you'd heard earlier, I was singing a bunch of musicals. I was singing Opening Up by Waitress, which I love doing because I get to sing all the different voices. Oh yeah. One of the council members has a fucking comeback on standby. She's like, I should do stand-up. And then I'm like, Reilly, you have a hard time getting out of fucking bed. You may be hilarious, but try actually getting organized, going on a stage, actually talking to people, standing up the entire time. You'd get overstimulated in a heartbeat. So, thanks for the likes. Okay. Oh my god, he hopped up on the chair. Come here, kitty. So, he is. They're both. One of my friends said I should do stand-up. I said no because I'm not funny. Well, I mean, you could try doing these lives like I do. That's how I get my... I'm not, I've never been an alcoholic. I've never, like... I just stopped drinking alcohol because, I I was spending a lot of time at home alone, and it felt really sad. And then when I was going out in public, I was like, well, why do I need alcohol to feel like I can tolerate this? And it doesn't really interact well with my medications, and it's just not good. So I have no judgment. I have no problem with anyone drinking alcohol. I do think people, you know, should drink it in moderation and be a little bit more careful about it. It is a neurotoxin, literally. But I enjoy a drink. Like I have a bottle of wine in my fridge from like, I don't know, a week ago. I don't mind drinking. I just don't do it very often. Like I like drinking every once in a while because it does shut off my brain in a way that nothing else can. But again, that's also something that can become very easily addictive. People with ADHD have addictive personalities. So I just try to be careful with it. It has nothing to do with any sort of judgment for anyone else, but I've also never, you know, been an alcoholic. I've never been, weirdly enough, I've never been addicted to like any sort of substances or drugs. I will say this, I've really, I did notice that, like, even if I would have one drink around people and I was not comfortable, all of a sudden my words were getting twisted 20 weeks ways to Sundays, which I was like, I don't love that. And, so I stopped. So I do like drinking, but I have to feel really comfortable around people. I have to feel really safe. Even just one drink now, I don't like how people twist my words when I do. Oh, I have extreme severe cystic acne. I will at some point be getting my skincare routine done, but I've just been really slow and tired this morning. I think I'm getting my period later this week, so I'm just really tired. Yeah, well, have you ever thought about the fact that if you stop drinking for like 2 weeks, you might reset your liver? Yes and no. I'm very social, I'm very lively, I'm a friendly person, but outside of these streams, I live alone, I don't interact with many people. I can really regulate how I interact with people with this. Yes, getting stuff done always includes the babies, getting pet, because they are my life. I love them very, very dearly, and as you can see, he is loving this. Well, I mean, that's your prerogative, whatever works for you. I smoke a lot of weed. I smoke it mostly to regulate myself. So once I'm done petting him, I can I know he's so freaking cute. Once I'm done with this, I'll start doing my skincare routine and I can show you. I have a pretty extensive routine. I've been also I found an abscess in my cheek 6 months ago, so I've also been dealing with like the remaining purging from that. But yeah, he is so cute. I just can't with him. That's why I started doing these lives, because like in my thought process was like, okay, I feel exactly the same way. When I'm this bubbly, I always feel like I'm annoying people. And so I'm like, well, if I'm on the live, if they don't like it, they can just swipe away. And I'm hoping that maybe if I do these lives long enough, I can actually act like this outside of the lives. Like, be myself, because this is myself. But I've also had a lot of people like abandon me when I've been myself, so it's been really hard. Yay! I'm glad. If I could help people with these, like the whole point of these lives for me is to get some interaction with people and to hopefully also get some stuff done. No, I don't act like this all the time because most people find this annoying or like think I'm too much or can you just? So I've actually just stopped spending time with people almost entirely because I just didn't really like constantly feeling like I had to mute myself, quote unquote. He is, but my other cat is much softer because he's like silk. He's got like a thicker coat because he's Maine Coon, but that's kind of what it is. I think I have like a tangent on one of these where I say like there are 7 billion people on the planet. Like, I don't mind if I'm not your cup of tea. That's okay. I know I'm a unique flavor. But, like, don't change me just so you can feel less lonely. Like, go find someone else. I'm okay with that. Yes, good luck to us. Oh, he wants this. If I were to stop petting him, he would, like, be like, what the fuck? Is he purring right now? No, he's not purring. Why aren't you purring? Oh no, you are purring, it's just quiet. So. Yeah, no, he'll let me pet him for hours. He's such a sweet baby. Nice baby. No, he is like the chillest cat ever. My other cat, not so much. He has anxiety and neurosis. But he also was a stray. I adopted him when he was 2, so from an animal shelter, and I think he might have gotten like food poisoning or something. He will not eat treats, and I don't feed either of my cats treats, mainly because like my other cat doesn't eat them, and this cat does not eat treats. Yeah, so. But yeah, so like my whole point of this live stream is just be able to be myself, maybe make some friends, get some stuff done. Because if I try to do this for likes and follows, I'm going to get so disappointed every single time like I see people drop on my stream. And I'm not going to lie, part of me is a little bit disappointed, and then the other part of me is like, well, you're having such a cool conversation right now with someone, and if that means other people are going to drop, do you want the views or do you want the engagement? And I want the engagement with you guys, so. Look, boy cats are a very different breed than girl cats. I have 2 boys. Boy cats are like, kind of like boy men. They're very sweet, and girl cats have food for days. So, I don't see. I know, he's such a big baby. I told you, he'll just let me pet him for hours. Hi, Fred. He really is. He's very happy. He's a very content kitty right now. That being said, I really wish he would like let me also sit on the chair, because the chair was for me. So, baby, can I go? Okay, I need to get moving on something. So, don't worry, the cat will be back. There is going to be no shortage of the cat because he is such a handsome boy. Yeah, that's his chair now until alright, I'll be right back. You guys can watch the cat for a little bit more while I migrate. He might follow me. Probably not. He'll probably like stay there for a bit. Okay then. He'll follow me eventually when I'm no longer here long enough, but he knows the phone is... He is so sweet. So I grabbed my meds for my daytime meds. He would let you. He is the type of cat that you come into this house, a complete stranger, and he just recognized a sucker, and he's like, yes, I will take your pets now. He still prefers my pets over everyone else, which is, I'm not gonna lie, part of me loves. I am mommy. He's, been with me. I met him when he was 3 days old, and he's been with me since, since he was 12 weeks old. And he's 3 now, so. And I've worked from home most of the time, so he's, been with me most of the time, and he is just the sweetest. Even though he's a little dick sometimes to his brother, but he is very sweet. He weighs 28 pounds. So yes, he could be 3 cats. It really does. I just feel like I'm constantly annoying people. So I'm gonna turn off the lights so that, oh, maybe I should throw that in the, yeah, I haven't done my skincare routine. That's also why like my face looks so rough right now. So, but I also need to, but I also need to cook this because I have it in my hand still. So I'm gonna go throw this in the microwave and then in the toaster oven. I throw it in the microwave for 1:20 to get it like moist, and then in the toaster oven to cook it. So like partial cooks in the microwave. This is a sausage wrapped in pancake on a stick. I like them. Yes, that too. Well, this was a freezer item, so you like, I can't wait too long. Can't hear me. Ah, sorry, cat. It was a freezer item. What the hell just happened while I was gone? I can get a wooden spoon if you'd like. Would that help? Let me see if I can like turn the light on a bit, and I'll close this. This is a curtain, a room divider I put up, so I can, when I first put it up, it was to hide the mess on the other side so that I could like focus while I was working, because this is my command center. So it's about to turn on.
See, it has pretty lights on it because it's a gaming desktop, but I bought it for
Developing an AI that I did not finish. So that's because the technology collapsed in on me. I need a more expensive computer, and the computer that I want to get where I want is going to be like probably something stupid like 10 grand. Because AI needs a really high graphics card with really high memory, and then a lot more memory on top of that. And RAM is expensive. Do I play video games? Yes, but mostly phone games. But if you logged the amount of hours I put in those phone games, then yes. I have Steam on my desktop. I have some games. I play a lot of board games through Steam. If you haven't noticed or not, like I have hyperactivity, so sitting still is a thing. So either I rot in bed in one position for hours on end, or I don't stay still. Alright, the microwave went off, so now I have to go put it in the toaster oven. Also, for, if you said you're sleep deprived, I take, because I'm bipolar, my doctor prescribes me trazodone, which if you take it in low levels, so trazodone is an antidepressant, but when you take it in low levels, it can act as like an off-label sleeping drug. And I like it because I have never done Valium or anything, but I can imagine that's kind of like a punch in the face versus this kind of just like lulls you to sleep. So like you're supposed to only take 2, but I take 3 in the summer because I really need to make sure I get my sleep in the summer. Thank you for the like, Secret 5. But yeah, and then I smoke weed, just helps keep myself asleep through the night. Really? On trazodone? Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, but that sucks. If I ever say anything, I'm really happy when you say like, oh, I've already thought of that, but thanks. Because like, I'll say the same thing back to people. Like, I always love getting new information because I don't know what I don't know. You know? But yeah. I keep seeing all the little hearts come up and my heart is just like, I don't want to keep saying thank you, but my heart is just like, that's so sweet. I'm 32. This is a protein shake. How old do you think I am? Out of curiosity. I mean, the camera's not that great, so it probably is doing me some favors right now. I do not watch Smosh, but I've heard of it. You think I'm 28? I look 27? I guess I'll take it. But I'm 32. I just turned 32 in June. I don't really care that I'm 32 or like over the age of 30. I've enjoyed my 30s much more than my 20s so far. Also, people are like 30's old, 40's old. Oh, no, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Sorry, that wasn't, I will take it exactly as it is, as a compliment. I just always hear, like, in the back of my head, people are like, oh, you know, you want to date like a 20-year-old or this or that. And I just think like, or someone in their 20s. And I just think like people who are like in their 30s, 40s, and 50s being like, I'm so old. It's like, no, none of that is old. That is a perfectly normal aged human being. Old is like 60s and up. Old is starting at 60s. I'm not gonna lie. If I could have, I really would have enjoyed doing that. But, the lessons in my 20s make me the person I am today. What do I have to do today? Well, I got a shower done yesterday, so I was super happy about that. So we are already ahead of schedule. As for what I need to do today, that's a good point. I know what I need to do. I need to get more homework assignments done. I need to do some stuff with my notary. I need to... I made a deal with my therapist. I'm like, this week, I'm like, I'm just getting my life back together because I was like backlogged from like a month. And then next week I have to start doing administration stuff. Thanks. I'm so tired. I slept full night's sleep according to my Fitbit. Actually, let's see. What does it say? It might say it on this. I don't care about that. It says I slept 7.5 hours. Like, and Fitbit counts like the wake up time. So like that's 8 hours of sleep. And I am tired. Alright. I've been on this live for a while, so I should probably end it just because I do end up using energy on these lives, which I love. Yes, but the thing is with melatonin is you have to take it ideally like 2 hours before you go to bed, and because otherwise it messes up your circadian rhythm, and I always forget. So, but thank you. Yeah, just anything. But I'm gonna stop the live for now. I need to get some stuff done, including just human stuff that I don't necessarily want to bring you guys along for. It was really nice meeting you guys too. I'm gonna try to do these in the morning, and maybe even, if it works for you, it works. I'm just saying this is what works for me, but I'm gonna say bye for now, but it was great meeting you all guys, and I hope I get to see you guys on the live again sometime soon. Bye!